Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ninja on the Ninja. It is 7:35 a.m. I'm trying to get up early because I want to play a league to prove that I am actually good because people don't believe it. They're all stupid and they seem to not be able to think, which is expected for the most part. I understand the fact that people are dumb, but it's being weaponized as always. And so people won't listen to me because I don't have the credibility, but yet they give everyone else the benefit of the doubt. So, yeah, it's just bias that I have to go through. So, anyways, just setting it up here because I want to show you guys a video today. It's a little short one. It's about science, actually. Because I'm a jack of trades and I can talk about anything and everything. And I know everything and everything. Okay, so this won't be long, but yeah. So this is Dr. Becky. Why we can't explain spiral galaxies, the winding problem. Okay, so check it out.
Wherever we look in the universe, we see spiral galaxies.
First off, cool. Whatever. Don't whatever.
70% of all the galaxies that we see today have this spiral shape that show up in their stars and their gas that's used to make more stars.
And in your toilet bowl, if you don't realize. Um, and for the record, uh, the toilet bowl, the only reason why your poop swirls is because supposedly the equator. Okay. Now, depending on your equator, this is a science that's out there. Depending on if you are from, like, say, America, it spins one way. In Australia, it spins the other way. And the point is, it's just a hole. The only thing that happens in a toilet is the thing that blocks the toilet. When you push the thing down, it lifts, and then the water just sucks out. Because it can do that. Because that's what toilets basically are. That's why they're actually so smart. Just because it does simple things like that. But that's why toilets have spin, and I think that's what's going on here. It's the galaxy is leaking, right? It's being consumed into something. That's where these sprouts come from, and they look like that because they're fucking huge, right? And I think you guys are fucking idiots. And the fact that you can't explain it is just because you're dumbasses and you're too small minded. And you need someone like me who has the empathy to be able to actually have discussions. I remember talking to some guy, he kept trying to say I'm egotistical because I had empathy. That's hilarious considering he was egotistical. He was telling me, "Oh, this is great, this is great, this is great." And I'm like, "Dude, no it isn't." I know because I know like 10 parents and they're all like, "This isn't great." And so he's like, "Oh, you're so egotistical to tell me how to feel." I'm like, "I'm not telling you how to feel. I'm telling you what 10 people felt, you fucking idiot." So that's what we're dealing with. It's just people that don't know what the fuck a graph is. All I did was ask 10 people how they felt. I choose to believe 10 people more so than I believe words from you. I'm not going to make the same mistake that some bitch made having your kid. Anyways, so the discussion we had, I couldn't remember the word empathy. And he kept saying, "Oh, it's ego, but it's empathy. It's I'm empathetic. I can actually relate. I can actually understand, right?" So, anyways, continue. So that's where that comes from. I think it's just exiting because of the gravity and that this is the universe is so big that we see the look of that. And even if the black hole is gone, the effect is still there. It takes a while for it to exit the system, just like in a swimming pool, right? even if the hole isn't there, the water swirls for a while before it settles, right? So, anyways.
And in my opinion, they are the most beautiful object in the entire universe. You can just get completely lost following the spirals around. But
True.
can we
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
explain how those spiral shapes form in galaxies?
I just did.
Nope. There is
That's what this video is about today.
still no consensus among us astrophysicists for how these spiral shapes form in galaxies.
So I don't need to make a consensus because you're idiots. And I don't need to make a consensus with idiots. I make a consensus with smart people, not idiots. So, anyways.
And that's thanks in part due to the huge variation in spiral structures that you see across the universe. From two
I make point, but carry on.
spirals to 3 spirals to 4 spirals, or ones that are so fluffy you can't even count the number of spirals. There's ones with bars running through the middle, some where the spirals come off the ends of the bars, and some with bars where the spirals don't attach to the bars. There's loose spirals, tight spirals, big stretched out tidal spirals. There's blue spirals and red spirals, spirals in pairs, and spirals by themselves, and even galaxies that look like they should have spirals, but don't. Explaining all of that variation is no small feat. And so while we do have
So, yeah, it actually is. The issue is you're a dumbass, and it's hard for you to explain because you're stupid. But it's easy for me because I'm smart. That's how it is. If you look at another video, it's hard until it's easy, right? That's just how it works. That's how learning works. That's how understanding works. Math and algebra and trigonometry is impossible until you learn it. Then it's easy, right? It's easy. It's whatever. It's like language. It's like me talking. It's easy, but to learn it's fucking hard. So, anyways, um, so actually I had to stop at about 1:14. Right, it's about now 1:14. I let her continue a little bit more. I came back to 40 because that is where this point started. So we'll go back. Oops.
a couple of
Okay. The point that I wanted to make was that you sound like an ignorant and you sound like you sound ignorant and stupid by writing them off as different. First off. So listen to what she says.
huge variation in spiral structure.
Huge variation.
And that's thanks in part due to the huge variation in
So, okay, she's calling them different. Okay. You see, we have this little thing that we call age, right? It's not real, but it's a concept we made, and it explains why people age. In reality, that's why people die at 60. That's why people die at 90. That's why people live to 104. It's because it depends. Everything depends, okay? But we have this thing called age, and it works. It makes sense for what we want it to do. It does a good job. There could be something better, for sure. We aren't there yet, but there could be something better. Just like time, there could be something better. It's just we're not there yet, right? And for some reason, you fucking idiots seem to think, oh, I can see the edge of the universe. We're done. We've done everything we can do now. Yay! No, we are way fucking far from figuring anything out, right? You're fucking stupid if you believe that you can actually figure things out just because you've seen it, right? We don't even know what the bottom of the ocean looks like, and you're trying to tell me you've seen the edge of the universe? Shut the fuck up. Anyways, so you have this little thing called age, and what is going on, what you are seeing, is that some of those spirals are just aged, or they have different ages to them, or some of them have different impacts because they are all not just existing as you seem to think that they are. right? That's why she's like, oh my god, they're all different. Of course, just like human life, some of us have one arm. That doesn't mean that's standard or normal. It means something went wrong, right? That's why you're having trouble explaining it, because that's not normal. That's wrong, right? The universe is fucked up because the universe is fucked up. That universe may have been wrong. Maybe that one's young. Maybe that one's new. Maybe that one's old. Maybe that one's a fucking slut. We don't know. We don't know. That's the variance you're talking about, stupid ass. And some of them, as well, exist for with reason, basically, as why they can't be perfect circles. And you are dumb and just saying, "Oh, it's supposed to be that way." We don't have a definition as to, and we can't explain why. When in reality, it's probably not supposed to be that way. It just is, right? Just like a human being born with one arm. Explain that one, Mr. Guy. You can't. You know why? It's because something happened. Maybe the mom smoked. Maybe the mom did drugs. Maybe the kid fell and his arm got chopped off. We don't know. The same thing with the universes. This, you're trying to explain what you can't explain, you stupid ass. That's my point. And yes, I'd have a drink with you. An orange juice, right? It has to be about 12 because 6 grams ain't enough. Or 6 ounces, whatever. Fuck yeah. I don't give a shit about your fucking educational bullshit. It's all about intelligence, bitch. Intelligence is way more important than education. I will deal with someone that has zero education, right? But I prefer to deal, like, I think Louis C.K. pointed this out. He would prefer to deal with a 70-year-old trash man versus a 25-year-old student who only knows 2 subjects. Because the life lived, experienced, that's intelligence, right? That's what that is. That's why the government is so prone to listening to what kids do, and they're trying to base everything off of kids and their stupidity. And they are not talking to the wise and the wisest among us. They're trying to act like, oh, that 15-year-old speaks for all of the Democrats. When in reality, no, that's not how it works. Like, that's Trump you're talking about. Trump's the president of the United States. He has different standards than Destiny. And you're dumb to fucking expect them to be the same. Anyways, all of this is just to surmise you don't know what you are talking about. And, and that any, even you with questions about the universe should talk to me first, the world's smartest man, because clearly you don't know and understand, right? So that was my text. That's all I wrote. And for the record, it's still 7. I started it. I woke up at like 7:14 or some shit. I woke up, took what's it called? Took a piss. I was chilling for a good 10, 20 minutes, and I realized, oh, I need to take a shit. Took a shit. Came here, seen this, listened, wrote this out, um, made the video, had the video response, and it's still fucking 7 o'clock, right? Anyways, yeah, so that's it. Be well, be happy, be safe. I'm out. Godspeed, God bless, take care, be well and be strong. Praise Allah, praise Yevon, the Final Fantasy X. God, I don't know why, but yeah, there you go. Peace. Don't let the door hit you or the Lord split you. Peace.